You are now listening to the smooth sensations and high vibrations of Alex, host of the best relationship channel on YouTube. Alex, drop them gems on us.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. I'm getting this video to you guys kind of late because I had a busy day. But I really wanted to talk about this because it stems into a deeper problem, which is there's too many modern men who carry feminine traits and act like women. And there's too many guys online who just focus on, oh, if you lift weights, that makes you a masculine man. You know, if you get the money, that makes you a masculine man. If you can bed women, or assuming you have a wife, if you provide for your wife, that makes you a masculine man. And being a man is so much deeper than the surface level stuff that they talk about a lot of times online. Being a man has a lot to do with how you react to things, what you react to, what you give your energy to, and then how you give that energy out when you decide to react to it. What triggered you to talk about this, Alex? Offset. Because Offset doesn't realize he moves like a female. He's been moving like a female, quite frankly, ever since him and Cardi B broke up. And I've been leaving it alone because there's not really much I had to say about that, right? I told you guys before, it's hard to feel bad for Offset because he married a hoe. So when you marry a hoe, you get what you get. But this is less about Offset and me just talking about his behaviors and how y'all got to pay attention to some of the ways these dudes move and say, you're never going to catch me in the streets moving like that. Moving emotional and just flat out acting like a girl. So what did Offset do, Alex? Well, as you guys all know, the NFL kicked off on Sunday and finished up today with the Monday Night Football game of week 1, right? So I didn't hear about this until today in the sports group I'm in, but I guess he did this yesterday. Offset decides, after the New England Patriots, for those of you who don't know, that's who Stefon Diggs, who Cardi B is currently dating, plays for. They lost to the Oakland Raiders. All right, it was a bum bowl, so of course, you know, who's wasting their time watching that game besides a scorned lover, which is Offset, but I digress. Offset watches the game and decides to send out a tweet saying trash in regards to Stefon Diggs' performance. Why is this a big deal, Alex? Well, for multiple reasons. Number one, why are you on social media throwing shade, right, which is a gay term, by the way, which was then confiscated. It started off as a homo term, and then it was confiscated by women, and they turned it into a female term. Either way, you're dealing with feminine energy is my point. So why are you even moving and being shady and talking indirect about your ex-wife's man? Why do you even care? What does it even matter for? So right off the bat, just the idea of going to social media of all places and putting in your story so it'll automatically delete after a certain amount of time, so you hope a lot of people don't notice it, any type of shade or any type of negative comments in regards to her boyfriend. What are you doing this for? To get a reaction out of Cardi? Why would you even want that reaction when you already know your ex-wife is a ratchet ghetto thought? Well, that's because you're a ratchet ghetto thought at heart too, but I digress. Let's get further into what the problems is, alright? 2, he called the man's games trash. 6 receptions for 57 yards is not a trash game, alright? Is it the best game in the world? No. Is it a trash game? Also no, especially when you're playing with a second-year quarterback, you know, and you're on the New England Patriots, who are starting, alright? If you can get 6 receptions for 57 yards every single game, I promise you, you're going to have a multi-million-dollar paycheck in the league for as long as you can do that, which means you're going to keep the bag coming. Alright? So there's nothing to discuss. That's not is it a great game? No. Is it a trash game? No. What's more important than all that is this. I need you guys to understand something, alright? And this is the part of the video where I start to black out a little bit. Just a little bit, though. When a man takes your wife, not a girl you're sleeping with, not a girl you like, not even your girlfriend, your wife, who's had more than one child with you. When a man takes that from you, I need you guys to understand something. There is absolutely nothing you can say as a man about that person that makes you look good. Nothing. When a man takes your wife, that's like snatching your chain. That's a big deal. Y'all can talk all day about how y'all, today modern marriages, Alex. I don't give a damn. He got married. Robert, he should have or he shouldn't have, he did. That was his queen. That's where he said, I want her to have my babies, which she did. That was his everything. And another man came and he snatched his chain. Alright? As the young Gen Z would say, he took his ball. He violated him at the end of the day. You can call it whatever you want. So what you might call it, he violated him in the ultimate way. He took his wife. When a man takes your wife, you can't say nothing to that man. Alright? You can't say nothing to, there's nothing you can say to that man. Alright? Now, Offset's case, to add insult to injury, not only did he take his wife, he took his wife, right? While she was pregnant with Offset's kid, nutted on the man's baby's head. This is not a rumor. His wife said this herself on Twitter in a viral tweet. Alright, we discussed this. So he took your wife while she was still pregnant with your baby, nutted on your baby's head, which you can't violate anyone more than that. That's the most disrespectful thing you could do from him and her. Alright? Then she divorces you, supposedly for cheating, after already announcing that she cheated back in the worst way, by the way, but whatever. I mean, Offset did cheat more, but I digress. Either way, she divorces you for cheating. That's going to be important, so keep that in the back of your head. She then, after she divorces you, gets with the dude she cheated on you with, and to add insult to injury, she let him have hoes. As a matter of fact, not only does she let him talk to whoever he wants to, on top of having access to her whenever he wants to, but she was on the boat with him while he was talking to other girls. She was right there. She was fine. She knew what was happening. She was okay with it. She's like, yeah, you can have as many bees as you want. I don't care. So she let this man nut on your baby's head. Alright? Divorced you. Then, after divorcing you for cheating, got with this man who nutted on your baby's head, stayed with this man slutting her out, literally, and he's sleeping with other women and she's saying she's okay with it. So she's letting this man do everything she told you you couldn't do. She wasn't okay with you having other chicks, but she's fine with him having other chicks. So not only did this man violate your wife, this man got more out of your wife than you did. Let it breathe, run it back. He got your wife acting better for him than she acted for you, and that's your wife. And your way of combating everything I just said is to say that he was trash? My guy, seriously? And then you said it on social media, which means you knew TMZ, which means you knew people like in the sports group was going to screenshot it. You knew this was going to become a thing. And you knew people were going to give their 2 cents. What do I tell you guys all the time? The one place men can never win is where? The court of public opinion. So you have to be a female to think, well, I'm going to embarrass him by saying something about him online. Only women even think like that. As a man, if we're going to do something to you, we're going to do something to you physically, we're going to do something to your bank account, or we're just going to take you out. Alright? Now, I don't recommend just take you out. I'm just telling you, this is how men handle problems. We're going to do something to you physically, we're going to do something to your bank account. By that, I mean we're going to either sue you, get you fired, buy your house and evict you from it, something along those lines. This is the power moves men make. Or, the final and the worst step is they just going to take you out. But what they're not going to do is go online and throw shade at you so the tabloids and everyone can turn it into a gossip thing. That's what a woman would do. That's what your wife did when she told everybody that she let another dude nut in her while she was dating you. That's what your wife did when she started popping up everywhere with Stefon Diggs, just to bother you, because she knew you was enough of a girl that it would bother you. One of the main things I tell dudes all the time, the more masculine you are, the less power a woman has kind of naturally, because the less you care about. A woman would never go online and be like, I'm going to embarrass Alex online, because I don't give a damn what anyone says about me online. I don't care what people think. So you can do that. You're just going to make yourself look like a 304, and I'm going to ignore you. Guys, if you want to get back at your woman, alright? If you got to get back at your woman, most of the time, I tell you guys all the time, the number one way to get back at your woman, right, is just to leave her alone. Don't even react to her game. She cheat, whatever. Good, be happy. This is how goofy Offset is. Me in the same situation Offset was in. Okay, Cardi, you just told the whole world you cheated on me while you were pregnant. I'm going to divorce you before you divorce me, because now I don't have to pay alimony. You admitted that you were cheating. My cheating was rumors. Now, we all know Offset was doing it, but I'm just saying. I don't know that Cardi has proof. Maybe she does. But that's neither here nor there. You done cheated too. So at the end of the day, I'm filing a divorce. Hey, she's committing adultery. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to just pay child support. You ain't getting no alimony. You weren't even smart enough to do that. That's how I would take it. I'd be like, you just gave me a free out. Nah, you stayed. You stayed. Then try to act like you don't care, but show that you care all the time. Guys, the best way to get back at your woman if you want to get back at a woman, alright? This is the gym. The best gyms come for those who stay till the end. Just move on and have a great life. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter if this is a girlfriend, someone you was just sleeping with, an ex-wife, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, any woman who has a strong emotional connection to you, and you broke up with her, and she sees you with a nicer car and a nicer house, making way more money and a higher position, and here's the caveat. With a finer chick. Hold up. Don't let it be your baby mother. You ain't never been married, and you married this girl, Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. We see how Brittany Renner reacted to that with PJ Washington. We see how women react to that all the time. You gave another woman what you never gave her. That's how you get your revenge. And even if you did marry her, right, so she's your ex-wife, like in the case of Cardi, level up on all playing fields and give this woman the life that your ex-wife thought that she deserved. Give it to the next chick. Pull up with a younger chick who's more attractive, and you living better, and you giving her a better lifestyle. And don't say nothing. And I promise you, that will burn a woman up more than anything you can say or do to her. This is a fact, not an opinion. There's nothing you can say or do to a woman that's going to burn her up more than you literally just leveling up your life in all ways and getting you a finer chick than her and giving that chick the life she thought you should have gave her. There's nothing you would do that will blow her up more than that. If you feel like you got to get back at her. Alright, now number two, now this is a petty way, but this will hurt her too. Number two, if you really just want to hurt the woman, now like I said, I always suggest moving on, but if you really just want to hurt the woman, best jokes come for those who stay to the end, sleep with her friend. Trust me when I tell you, women sleep with each other's friends all the time. I've told plenty of stories about these things on this channel. Alright, I've witnessed it, I've done it, they do it all the time. It's not rare. Now when I did it, it wasn't even a revenge mission. Right? She just wanted to do it. So that was a whole different thing. But either way, you want to get back at her. That's your second best way to do it. Sleep with her friend, sleep with her cousin, sleep with her sister. Any one of those three. That's gonna sting bad. I promise you. It's gonna sting bad. If you really want to be petty, wife them up. Hit her with the double whammy, right? Now, again, I don't suggest this, Rob, but I'm just saying, if you gotta get back at a woman or you feel the need to get back at a woman, these are the two ways you do it. You either, like I said, sleep with someone extremely close to her, like her friend, a family member, or something like that. Or you just move on and level up in all ways and get you a new chick who look better than her and give her the life that your ex thought that she should have. What you don't do, what you should never do, is go online and start gossip, start rumors, go back and forth, argue, any of that type of shit. That's girl shit. Not only is it girl shit, but you can't win in that field. It's impossible for you to win in that field. That's damn rare. I tell you guys all the time, social media is for girls. The only way men should be on social media is if they're running a business or making some content. If you're not running a business or making some content or posting maybe some photos on Facebook for your family, you shouldn't even be on social media. What are you on social media for? Posting pictures as a grown man? Spreading rumors as a grown man? Like, what are you on social media for? That's their ground. Let them have that. Offset's all the way in his feminine energy. Cardi done already won. I'm sorry, y'all. She done already won. She done divorced the man. She don't gotta pay him nothing because his dumbass kept cheating. And she got the receipts, apparently, so she don't gotta pay him nothing. She got a new man. The new man is grinding his gears. She's purposely letting the new man do everything she didn't let you do. Let the new man none of your baby's head. And all you can do is subtweet about him on Instagram. Feminine. Just move on, guys. I'm telling you. Moving on always gonna get you a better result. And if you're gonna be petty, again, I just told you how you can be petty if you want to go the petty route. But what you should never do, and it just bothers me to see it because it's such a girl move. It's just some whole shit. Like, we're not even talking about an elite woman, a high class move. We're talking about 304 stuff to do to take it to the realm of social media. Too many men do that today. Don't take it to the realm of social media. Remember when Keke Palmer's husband did that? Or I don't think, are they married? I don't know. Maybe her baby daddy. I can't remember. Either way, the person Keke Palmer had a kid with, Darius, he did that. We all as men know Keke was wrong for going out there bare-assed and dancing on Usher like that. But we also knew saying it on social media was pointless. He decided to stay on social media anyway. What happened? The same thing I tell you guys always happens. You got the 10% of elite women who will be like, yeah, Keke shouldn't have done that. 90% of women just going to back each other's bullshit, regardless if she should have did it or not. And 50% of men are simps, so they're going to back Keke Palmer too. 25% of real masculine men just aren't going to care enough to comment, and the other 25% will back you up. You losing, bruh. You put 35% of people who got your back up against like 150%. She got half the men and almost all the women. You got a small fraction of women and a small fraction of men. You're getting cooked. You just don't do this. Let them have it. Let them have it, man. Alright, you supposed to be the rock. You shouldn't care what no one's saying about you. Last thing I'm gonna do is waste my time, somebody subbing me online. I'm gonna waste my time. If I can't get no content out of it, you ain't gonna get nothing from me. Nothing from me. I promise you that, man. So I gotta stop moving in female arenas and getting mad when y'all getting cooked. You're gonna always get cooked in the female arena. With that being said, y'all, that's my thoughts on that. I am Alex and I am out. Peace.